Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue with exercise 5.3, eighth problem. So here we have the question, find the sum of first 51 terms of the AP whose second and third terms are 14 and 18 respectively. So let us write down that. So here we have A2 equals to 14, A2 equals to 14, and then we have A3 to be 18, and then we need to find out the sum of so first 51 terms. So that means we need to find out S51. So that means S51, I am going to write it as question mark. Okay. Then also we know that D is equal to third term minus second term because already they are given third and second term. So what we can do is we know that D is equal to A3 minus A2. That is third term minus second term, which is nothing but 18 minus 14, which will give you 4. So D is equal to 4, right? And then what we do is I'm going to take A3. So we are already given A3 as 18. So now given now A3 is equal to 18. So that means I can write A plus 2D equals to 18. Okay. Or it means that A plus 2 into D value is 4 equals to 18. Or it means A plus 8 equals to 18. Or we can write A equals to 18 minus 8, which is equal to 10. Right, children? So we have done this, right? We have completed we have got the A value. Next, what we are going to do is we are going to use the SN formula. So SN formula, we have n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 to d. Now we need to find out sum of first 51 terms. So that means I need to replace n with 51. Okay. Now here we have, I copy the same formula here. I write, instead of n, I write 51. Here also n is replaced as 51. And then we have the a value as 10. And then we have here n as 51 and d value. D value is given to be 4. Okay. Next, it's equal to 51 by 2. So 51 by 2 bracket 2 into 10 is 20. 20 plus 51 minus 1 is it 50 into 4, right? 50 into 4 bracket close. Now this will give you as 51 by 2. Now in the bracket we have 20 plus 50 into 4. 50 into 4 is 200. Like close the bracket. Then it will give you as 51 by 2. 51 by 2 into 220. Or this will give you as 51 into 110, right? Because 2 ones are 2, 110 is 220. Then we are going to multiply this value. So I get it as 5610. So this is your answer. Okay. And then we are going for the next problem. Now I have the ninth problem. So if the sum of first 7 terms of an AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, find the sum of first n terms. So if in this problem, what they given? They are given the sum of first 7 terms, that is S7. S7 is equal to 49. And the top 17 terms, that is S17 equals 289. Okay. Now I need to find out sum of first n terms. So that means Sn equals question mark. Okay. So let us write down that. So here we have S7 equals to 49. And then we have S17 equals to 289. And then what is Sn is equal to? Sn is question mark. Okay. Next, we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now, I'm going to find out S7. Okay. So, for S7, just take the same formula here. I just show you the substitution, what I'm going to do in this. See here. So, I'm just replace n with 7. S7 equals 7 by 2 into 2a. A, I don't know the value, but I know the value of n. N I replace it with 7. 7 minus 1 into d. So d also, we don't know the value. Okay. Next, I write S7 as 49. So 49 equals 7 by 2 into 2a plus 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. 60 bracket close. Okay. And then in my next step, I write it as 49 equals 7 by 2. Okay. See here, observe what I do. I just write here into, then 2a and 6d, I can take out 2 as common. So I write 2 common, bracket open, a plus 3d. Okay. So this is the technique that you need to follow. Next, what I do is this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. So that means in my next step, I can write it as, in my next step, I write it as 49 equals 7 into a plus 3d. Why? Because this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. Okay. Or what we can do is now here I'll just show you how we are doing the cancellation. So first step here, this side, this 2 and this 2 is got cancelled. And here also 7 ones are 7 sevens are. Okay. Next, here we have 7 equals a plus 3d. So now I will be calling this as equation 1. Again, I'm going to take S17 this time. Okay. So for S17, I just take this formula and show you the substitution. So first I write this formula and write S17. So S17 equals 17 by 2 into 2a plus 17 minus 1 into t. Okay. In my next step, I can replace this S17 by 289. So I write it as 289 equals 17 by 2 bracket open, 2a plus 17 minus 1, that is 16, 16d bracket close. Or this will be equal to 289 equals 17 by 2. Now just observe the trick what I follow. So 2a and 6d. Again, we can take a 2 as common here. So what I do is I just write into sign, then 2 taken out common, bracket open, a plus 8d, bracket close. Okay. Now here what happens? As I told you, 2 and 2 gets cancelled. Okay. See here, we can do simultaneous cancellations. Let me show you how we can do. 2 ones are 2 ones are. Okay. Here also 17. Numerator can cancel. See 17 ones are 17. 17 is 289. Okay. Next, what we do is here I write it as 17 equals a plus ad. Okay. So this I can call it as equation 2. Okay. Now you got a simultaneous equation. Okay. You have two variables a and d. We can find out that. Okay. So what we can do is I just do subtraction. So 2 minus 1. Okay. Now what I do is I do equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay. So this, from this what we get, let us see. So now here I get it as 17 minus 7 on the LHS, and on the RHS you have a plus ad, let us take that, minus a plus 3d. Okay. When you do subtraction, make sure that you put it inside the bracket. Okay. Always binomial subtraction, make sure to put it inside the bracket. Okay. Then 17 minus 7, what you get? So it is nothing but 10. So 10 equals a plus 8d minus a minus 3d. Okay. Or I write it as 10 equals a and a gets cancelled here also. And 8d minus 3d, we get it as 5d. Okay. Or it means that d equals how much? So now here it means d equals 2 because 5 ones are 5 twos are. So I get d as 2. Okay. Next, what I do is I take, you can take any one equation, either 1 or equation 2, and do the substitution. So just what I do is I'm going to put d equals 2 in 1. Okay. So I put d equals 2 in 1. So let us take this first equation. Okay. Now d replace it with 2. Okay. Or what I write in my next step, I show it as 7. So here that is 7 equals a plus 6, right? Or nothing but a equals 7 minus 6, 7 minus 6 equals to 1. Okay. Next, we have to find out the sum of n terms. For this, I'm going to write the Sn formula. So we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Next step, what we do is we write the same thing, except see we do some substitution here. N we don't do anything, we don't touch it, let it be as it is. Now what else we can substitute? I can replace a with 1 because a we already got it as 1 here, and then d value got it as 2. Okay. Next step, I can write it as equals to n by 2. Okay. N by 2, bracket open. These two ones is 2 plus n into 2 is 2n minus 2, bracket close. 2 and 2, it gets cancelled now. You will be getting it as n by 2 outside the bracket. And here inside the bracket 2 and 2 got cancelled, because this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. You'll be left out with only 2n inside the bracket. Now again these two and these two gets cancelled. Okay, let me show you what and all cancelled we did, what all the cancellations we did. So first the cancellation we did was here, 2 and 2 got cancelled, and here also we can do cancellation 2 and 2. Okay, next step what we can do is I can write it as n into n. N into n is what? N square, right? So we write it as n square. So this is our final answer. Okay. Next, we have the question, 10th question. Show that A1, A2, so on to AN form an AP where AN is defined as below. AN equals to 3 plus 4n. And the second problem we have AN equals n minus 5n. And they asked you to find out sum of first 15 terms in each case. First problem we have is given we have AN equals 3 plus 4n. Okay. Then what I do is I'm going to find out A1. Okay. So now we have A1. So A1 is equal to, okay. So here wherever n is there, replace it with 1. Okay. So that is 3 plus 4 into 1. Which is nothing but 3 plus 4, which is equal to 7. Okay. Which is also nothing but the first term here. Okay. Next we are going to find out A2. So let us find out A2, which is nothing but, now A2 means same way, no changes. Take this formula, substitute with n as 2. Okay. This is nothing but 3 plus 4 2 is 8. This is nothing but 11. Got it? Then we know that d is equal to A2 minus A1. That is 11 minus 7 should give you 4. Okay. Then we know that sum of first 10 terms of the AP is given by Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. Now I am going to find out S15. Okay. So because they asked you to find sum of first 15 terms, that's why I'm writing S15. So just take the same formula here. Okay. And then I'm going to replace it n with 15. And 15, here also 15 by 2 into, and A value. A value, you got it as 7, correct? And then n value, again it is 15 minus 1 into d value is 4. Or it's equal to 15 by 2, bracket open, 7 2 is 14 plus, now 15 minus 1 is 14, 14 into 4 is 56, bracket close. Or it's equal to 15 by 2 into 14 plus 56, which is nothing but 70. So into 70, or which is nothing but 2 and 70, 35 times, right? 15 into 35, because 70 divided by 2 is 35. So write it as 35. Or we get as how much? So it is 525. So this is your answer. Now we move on to the next question. So then we have a second part, right? Second sub question. For the second sub question, we have an as 9 minus 5n, and again we need to find out as 15 also. So for that, we have a1. First we shall find out a1 and a2. So replace n with 1. Here also n with 1. That is 9 minus 5 equals to 4. And then we have a2 value. Okay. So this is equal to 9 minus 5 into 2 is 10. So that means we get it as minus 1. Then we know that d equals a2 minus a1. Yeah, which is nothing but, so a2 value we have minus 1 minus of a2 value is 4. Okay, no need to put bracket here because 4 is a positive number, so I just don't put any bracket. Minus 1 minus 4 will give you minus 5 because add same signs, so you're going to add it and then but retain the minus sign. Then we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 to dt. So now I'm going to find out 15. For that same thing, just take out this formula here. Okay, n replace it with 15. And 2 into a value is 4. And then we have 15 minus 1 into d. So we have d as minus 5. And then we have equal to, so 15 by 2, and then 2 4s it is 8 plus 15 minus 1 is 14. 14 into minus 5. We have 14 into minus 5. Bracket close. Or it's equal to 15 by 2. Bracket open. 8 minus 70. Bracket close. Or it is nothing but 15 by 2 into, we get minus 62. Or we get it as, we can cancel it. It's equal to, then we have 2 and 62, it gets cancelled. So here 15 into minus 31. And when you multiply it, you get as minus 465.